Grace and peace. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like the words that's coming out of my mouth, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, become part of the Talk to Me Spirit family. What it do, fam? What's up? Can your homegirl get some love? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Once again, thank you for choosing you. All right. I have already set with my team. I am the voice of the voiceless. All right, service announcement. Once again, I always like giving back because God loves a cheerful giver. All right, if I can get up to 2,000 followers, guys, I will be gifting 5 people. One of the gifts is the story of my life. It's a journal, and you are manifesting, co-creating your life. A lot of affirmations. This is your story. Okay. The next one is a journey within, an introspective activity journey to help you get to know yourself better. Brand new. Okay. The third one is my daily self-care journal. It's always about getting to know you and healing. Journaling. All right. That's the third one. The next one is a meditation journal. For those that is a meditation guru. The other one is a tarot or oracle journal to help you when you're pulling on yourself. That is a spiritual job, exercise, spiritual journal, okay? Also, out of the 5, one lucky participant will receive a brand new pack of Madura cards. You can use it for yourself, or you can gift it to someone else, okay? Help me get up to 2,000 followers. By blessing me, I bless you. All right? All right. Let's clear the energy. Breathe in. Release. All right? Do it out of the sincerity of your heart. Don't do it just to participate in the giveaway. Do it because you like the words that's coming out of my mouth. Do it because, you know, we vibe together, you know. Do for me and I do for you. All right. Once again, 5 participants. All right. 3 people already won the Yoni box. Okay. So I am a cheerful giver to help you along your way. All right? Start bringing in that love by loving you. All right. Talk to me, spirit. Let's give them something to talk about. Also, I am using the Ascended Masters and Ancestors Oracle Healer deck. This is the person that created the deck. All right. They're very beautiful. It helps you along your way. Contact him. His name is Soulful King. Okay. Some of y'all are seeing red cardinals. Some of y'all seeing hawks. Some of y'all seeing spiders. Okay. You are stepping into your royalhood, your royal spiritualhood. Okay. You're starting to become majestic. Okay. Your vibration has gotten higher. Okay. That's how you know you elevated. That's how you know you're on a high frequency. Okay. You are starting to connecting to the star seeds. There's a total that I know of 15 types of star seeds. Okay. Maybe I do a spill in the tea with spirits and talk about the star seeds. Okay. If you know, you know. A lot of y'all are knowing that there's an energy shift. Y'all all knowing, especially my sensitive divine beings and my chosen ones. Things are happening quickly. All right. Like I said, you starting to put on your robe. You starting to put on your spiritual robe. You starting to hear high pitch ringing in both ears. Some of y'all could be hearing music. Some of y'all could be hearing like trumpets, like angels singing. You up there in a high vibrational, you're getting ready to get the call, okay? A lot of y'all getting ready to get a lot of messages, a lot of hidden messages, and some of them's coming near a red cardinal. Some spiritualists said a red cardinal, yes, could be an ancestor saying I'm okay, especially if one departed. Also, that also means there's an angel present. Okay, so that can go both ways, depending on the frequency. Okay, so a lot of y'all starting to get clear communication because y'all are super skilled, y'all super gifted. So like I said, if you know, you know. Pay attention to the signs, the hawks, the spiders, the red cardinals. All right, bunny rabbits. I call them bunny rabbits, but they're hares in your backyard. Out of nowhere, animals just staring at you, getting real close to you. Crows. Ravens are bigger than crows, okay? Ravens a big bird, all right? Crows caw, okay? Some of y'all like, oh, they very demonic. And no. Elijah, when he escaped Jezebel, he hid in a cave. God, Yah, sent a raven to feed him. So how is that demonic? How is that demonic? Because you're getting messages from birds. Okay, stop making everything evil. Stop making everything demonic. You giving the demonic realm power that they shouldn't have. Okay, sometimes you can't keep blaming Satan, the devil, on stuff when you did it. Y'all give y'all power away. Y'all give power to things too quickly. Once again, y'all very gifted. Y'all are an intercessor. Sometimes you wake up at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. That's the time you need to start praying or sending love and light, whatever you do, because you are an intercessor. We have spiritual tribes, spiritual family all over the world. Okay, sometimes you praying for someone that is in your tribe that you haven't met, that could be in California, could be in Mexico, could be in Guadalajara, all right, Italy. You are an intercessor. You are that gatekeeper. You are that intercessor. Sometimes people's like, well, can you send love and light to my thing, to my mother, to this healing light? You are that intercessor because you have to take the place and step in for them. It's just like an advocate when you go into court. Okay, this person's not here, this person, I'm speaking on the behalf of this person because they can't speak for themselves. That is an intercessor. They said start standing up now for your truth. Okay, like I said, if you know, you know. Y'all are starting to connect, all right? Owl spirit, people want to say that's demonic. Owl spirit is a lot of wisdom and knowledge, okay? Some of y'all are hearing owls. That means you get ready to get some wisdom and knowledge. You're getting ready to get some downloads. You get ready to go into the dream world, okay? You are, once again, feathers and coins. It depends. If the coin is heads up, that is a good sign. If it's tails up, that is not a good sign, all right? So they was like, when it's tails up, pay attention to your surroundings because you're the head, not the tail. Everything is a conduit of energy, bad and good. So like I said, if you waking up, okay, and you feeling off and you seeing a spider, that's someone trying to bind you and do stuff like that. Remember, pay attention to the energy, okay? Also, pine cones. A lot of y'all could be walking and spirit say, you know what? Pick up that pine cone. That pine cone has a spiritual attribute to it, okay? Pass down gifts. Some of y'all getting ready to get y'all spiritual inheritance because those that was trying to block it, they got their karma. It is broken. So you're getting ready to get your spiritual inheritance gifts down to you because you're doing what you're supposed to do, okay? A lot of y'all heart is expanding. You have unmeasurable power, and the enemy knows this, but they don't want you to know this. That's why they throwing everything in your way because they don't want you to wake up to who you truly are, okay? They got you stuck in AI, okay? Because when y'all look at AI, y'all don't know what's real and what's an illusion. They want to keep the people that's waking up, they want to put them back in the matrix, okay? Your job, once again, as an intercessor, as a gatekeeper, as a grid worker, your job is to rescue people and let them know. If they refuse, then you shake that off of you and you go because blessings follow you in, blessings follow you out. You're the head, not the tail. Your job is to lead them. Okay, that's all. If they don't be receptive upon it, it comes back to you sevenfold. A lot of y'all is getting blessed with the ascended ancestors. The ascended ancestors that does not reincarnate back. You ready to get their energy, elder energy. A lot of y'all finding out that y'all are oracle. All right, y'all have that Messiah energy. Okay, you are understanding that you starting to learn about your Merkaba. Your Merkaba is starting to spin. So you starting to get that Messiah energy. You stepping into your serendipity. You starting to do things out of divine love. You are that light worker, not a heavy worker. Learn to release what's not yours. Okay, a lot of spiritual animals or mystical creatures are going to be around you. Your cup is about to overflow. Once again, if you know, you know, pay attention. Okay, pay attention. This is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get into the next message. You are classic. You're one of a kind. Okay, you are that original. You are that OG. You the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You cannot be duplicated. You're going to die an original, not a copy. Okay? People that see that copy gonna know they're knockoff, not a nut off, a knockoff. What else do they need to know, Spirit? Accept what is dying. Accept what is dying. Okay? Awaken your heart and accept what is dying. What do I mean? If you buried your past, if you've done with a certain thing, okay, and you laid it to rest, stop visiting that graveyard where you laid it to rest and expecting a resurrection. Because all you're going to do is dig a deeper hole, build a deeper hole, and fall in. Lay it to rest. Accept it's dying. Move on. That contract ended. You learned your lesson or you got your blessing. Okay? Revive the missing pieces of your story. Once again, y'all have to do emotional work. Y'all have to do y'all spiritual work. Okay? If you know, you know. Okay? Then it says good health will help you thrive. A lot of y'all starting to take better care of what you look in TV, what you put in here, in your mouth, into your vessel. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Those three holes are very powerful portals, and y'all starting to say it. Especially those scary movies. I do like scary movies, but if they chanting something and it making me feel some type of way, I get off of it because that is a spiritual transfer. That is an energy transfer. Okay? Enhance your spiritual practice. Just like you go to the gym, you have to do it spiritually. Like I said, exercises you can do is try changing the street lights when it's not busy. Okay, use your psychic ability and say, okay, turn green, turn yellow. But do it where there's no harm coming to none, okay? Summon your personal power. You are the truth. You are powerful. You are getting your spiritual inheritance. Like I said, the enemy knows how powerful you are. You don't. And as long as they can keep you in denial, that's what they're going to do. That's why I said when you're weak, you're really strong. All right? Then you have make yourself a money magnet. Manifestation. Speaking affirmation. Go to bed saying, I'm going to have a beautiful day. I'm going to be prosperous. You have to set the energy. Go to bed saying affirmations. Go to bed doing that. Then you have use celestial energies to improve your life. Some of y'all, once again, are star seeds. Call upon your celestial family. All right? Purge illusions that hold you back. Some of y'all got to work on your mentality. Spiritual work mentality. Okay? Your mind is very powerful. That's how they get you. If they can't get you there, then they mess with your immune system. Because if they can mess with your immune system, they can knock down your forces. All right? Let's get into the tarot. Spirit want me to remind those, before you knew about spirituality, you was getting spiritually attacked. You was getting a spiritual attack when you was in your mother's belly. You was getting spiritual attack when you was born. Okay? You just thought your day was off. You just said, man, I can't never catch a break. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Now that you know about spirituality, you know, you starting to see it. You start focusing on it more. Before you knew it, you didn't. You were like, you know what? Forget it. Tomorrow's going to be better. See, when you learn about it, it start messing with you more. All right? You have to be in the same way. Don't let it get you. Stop adding fire to the fuel. All right? All right, Spirit. What do they need to know? Overall energy, baby, you gotta rest. You gotta rest. When you're tired, boss. When you're tired, you're not good for you and you're not good for somebody else. Okay? You cannot heal somebody tired, going through stuff, because that's an energy. That's a transmute of energy, a transformation of energy. When your eyes is watering, you're mentally tired. When your nose is dripping and you don't got the cold or out, your body's tired. So pay attention to your body. Your body's letting you know you need rest. Okay? A lot of y'all are healers. Y'all heal people and y'all don't even realize y'all heal people. So you really need to take time for you and rest. When you are a light worker and an empath, you have to take time, go in solitude to rejuvenate. It's like you're a phone and you have to recharge yourself by grounding, taking a shower, just relaxing. Okay, drinking plenty of spring water. All right, we have the 7. I forgot what this is. 7 of Pentacles. You're standing strong. All right. People are coming against you, like I said, because they know who you are. So you're getting a lot of spirituality, a lot of hate, a lot of jealous. They trying to knock you off your grind. Okay, they very jealous of you. Okay, they can't really. Sometimes they can hit you financially. Sometimes they can hit you like you financially, like something wrong with your car or your refrigerator break down, your AC go out, because they can't physically do nothing to you. So they do stuff to annoy you. Once again, a flea annoys a lion. You never see a lion annoy a flea. So that's what they can do. They just annoying, okay? Because they know they can't really totally knock you down. So they do little minor stuff, mischievous, okay? They very immature, okay? Some of y'all, this is going to bring other people for you, because they're going to say, I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a problem with her. I don't have a problem with him. Okay, so this is going to bring in another unity. They're going to say, let's see what all the fuss about, man. Dang, y'all what is it with you and this person? So this is going to lead you to another partnership. And then some of y'all, this is dancing with the devil type partnership, okay? Because this enemy knows you financially need money. You financially need this. You desperate for love, because that's all you radiating out of. And you're not going in detail what type of finance or whatever. And there you are. You dancing with the devil. Lucifer come in, Satan come in and make you a deal. And then it looks so pretty because he's showing you a mirage. And because you mentally low, radiated out of low vibration, you step over to the other side and then you find out it was fake grass, and there you go, got you. He just snatched a piece of your soul lost, okay? You cannot sell your soul, but you can loan it out, okay? For some of y'all are stepping into your creativity. Y'all starting to get resources from the divine, and you birthing who you're truly supposed to be. You letting your dream drop, Okay, and then for some of y'all now, y'all starting to love yourself. Y'all calling in a love. Y'all having decisions. Y'all open. Y'all have options. Okay, you getting victory. All right, hope and guidance. You're starting to get magneted at this time. You stepping into who you are, that high priestess. You know, your intuition is rocketing. All right, and then the future is looking bright because, like I said, when you rest, the devil don't like rest. The devil hated any low vibrational people, entities, narcissists. They don't like resting because when resting, you recharging your power, you recharging your energy, you starting to think clearly, you starting to see clearly because you're not all over the place. Telling you, negativity hate rest. That's why I said resting and recharging, meditating is very important for you on your spiritual journey. A lot of y'all, once y'all rest, y'all going to see y'all have a lot of decisions that y'all going to overlook last time, okay? You got strength, okay? Because the enemy was throwing stuff at you and they thought you was weak. Now, I was a kickboxer. I did kickboxing. Yeah, I might not look at it because, you know, COVID did a thing, but I kickbox. Kickbox is you do not let your opponent that you fighting will try to make you weak. Okay, they going hard. While I'm doing this, I'm preserving my energy. So, you know, you fake and move, you know what I'm saying? You bob and weave, all right? So the enemy's like, yeah, I got her. So I noticed that my opponent's getting tired. So that's when they think I'm weak, that's when I step into my stamina and I pow, you know what I'm saying? I get them. Or, you know, I kick them. Roundhouse. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The enemy thinks you're weak until you step into your power and then you do a bob and weave and then you get them. Okay? You have to think smarter. Okay? Spirituality is not letting the enemy think or get one step ahead of y'all. Okay? So a lot of y'all got a lot of decisions. Y'all got strength. Okay? Y'all have to have fair process, determination to move forward. Okay? You're not going to let this situation dominate you. You're going to dominate that situation. Okay? You didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on you. Okay? So you know how to maneuver. Okay? A lot of traveling. Some of y'all going to start traveling spiritually. Y'all going to be going out. People going to invite y'all to spiritual retreats. Some of y'all going to be a spokesperson. Okay? Because there's somebody watching you. And God said it's not their time yet because they have to go through this lesson. All right? Let's see. Spirit, what do they need to know about the past? Missing someone from the past, okay? Standing strong. No. You didn't go back. So you're missing someone from the past. You stuck in the past. You have tainted memories. You're not spending enough time in the present. Okay? So you're thinking about an old partnership. This is where you're dancing with the devil come in yet. Because you tainted. You won't let go of the past. So they'll send somebody with the same energy, different person. Same energy, and then they feeding you all this stuff because they smell you thinking about the past. They smell your low vibrational, so they go for it, okay? They've been watching you, all right? Then you have the 4-leaf clover, seeking a new purpose in life. This is for someone that's stepping into that Empress, okay? You're starting to practice self-care, self-love. You overwhelmed by responsibility, but you say, I got this. You like that train. I think I can. You don't think it, you're going to do it. All right? Your dreams are being supported. Divine connection with God. All right? You know how the shepherd had that staff. You are that leader. You stepping into your Empress, so you're creating. So you know your flock. You know your soul tribe. You know your star family. So the hook on the staff is to gather them back. So a lot of y'all, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So your spiritual people see that you're really trying and they pulling you back and you can ready to birth the whole new you. All right? While you birthing a whole new you, like I said, you're getting in that high priestess. You're getting seen, all right? You have victory, okay? You have a partnership coming in love. All right, why is this present moment for them, Spirit? Show me clearly. Round table. You're seeking advice from others or others coming to you for advice. But these people that you're seeking advice for others, your team is sending them, okay? Because they from your family, okay? Feeling incomplete. These people are going to fill you up because you drain. That's why you're feeling incomplete, because you're not getting in that union, that partnership with you, okay? So you're going to find love because you're starting to choose you, okay? You're stepping in that high priestess. You're starting to be independent, okay? You're starting to have a profitable business, or if you don't have your own business, you're starting to get more hours. They're starting to ask you, do you want a promotion on your job? You're starting to get that security, that wealth. You're dedicating time to something you love because you chose you in this present moment. All right, and that's why you got victory. That's why your hope and your guidance, you're getting magnetic at this time. You're stepping into your spiritual calling. If you know, you know. What's up with the future, pal? The future, pal, like I said, a lot of traveling. Okay, you could be dealing with a Cancer or Leo. You making decisions, positive decisions, and you're not looking back. You noticing, baby, I am strong. They're not going to get to me anymore. You starting to get independent and you living that luxury lifestyle. You're open to love and relationships, but you're doing it more because you're making the right decision. You content, you're communicating, you love freely, and you're balanced, baby. Your devotion and dedication and nourishment, physical and spiritual nourishment, joyful home, okay? You prayed up, you meditated up, you have a good relationship with you and your spiritual team. You loving them, you treating people with kindness, you loving them from a distance. New love of people and projects are manifesting because you changed your vibration by getting rest and healing. Once again, negative entities, demons, jinns, whatever, malevolent spirits do not like rest, because when you rest, you gaining power. I send you peace, love, and light. I say.